Hi, I'm Faiq Airudin from Brunei, sharing my experience with navigating social media as a content producer. I've experienced creating social communities and online communities from the ground up and managing social media accounts with tens of thousands of followers in the media and also in the creative field. While mostly working on local projects, I feel like Brunei is a good testing ground for online social communities due to the high internet penetration rate, like on mobile use, and also high social media use in proportion to our population. I think one thing that have stuck out to me during a presentation that I sat through by Facebook, I guess now Meta, was how attention for posts are not measured in hours, minutes, but in mere milliseconds. And this, for me, was an example of how your attention is being manipulated to stay on apps longer for better engagement. I think also this idea of how our attention is being grabbed for us in short spurts over a longer period of time. So consistent exposure to these low quality interactions can lead to burnout. And this type of attention grabbing is continually being refined across different platforms, not just through the Meta suite of products like Facebook or Instagram, but other social media platforms as well, even LinkedIn. For me, burnout is continued exposure under pressure without direction. So this could be the exposure that you could find in social media feeds or just through events. I worked on projects where I was inundated with customer messages and felt the pressure to reply to them in a timely and professional manner. And what I felt was dread opening up social media, even for personal use. And there was a reluctance to engage in anything in a meaningful manner. This, I think, happens for a lot of customer-facing roles. But for more creative projects, maybe there's like a longer burn and there are less times when you face the customers. This could be related to being overwhelmed with choices. The sense of decision fatigue could be debilitating and cause you to feel like you're a deer in the headlights, unable to move. If there's unease or tension when a choice has to be made, I think this could be the feeling of burnout. For me, this could be an indication of a lack of authority, such as like management structure, like the timeline is not set, so it lacks the focus for when the work needs to be completed, and lack of boundaries between the personal and professional life. Like all these factors could lead to burnout in the creative and cultural fields. While social media can be seen as the be and end all of all knowledge, I feel like don't be completely set or fall in the trap of using social media just to find ideas, research topics, or understand the industry more. Pick up a book, head to a conference or event to understand more about a topic, and more importantly, talk to a person or expert in charge of the area. If they are too far away from you, as now a lot of places and people are working remotely, and also you might not be in the center of where these conferences are, especially for me, you can set up a Zoom call, since it's important to have that face-to-face meeting and face-to-face understanding. Like most conferences or talks are now online, and it's easy to join just with an email address. I think what I found amazing is that people are so willing to say yes and talk to you if you show the appropriate courtesy and curiosity about a topic. I think for me, another important lesson I've taken to heart is that the community will always be there. It's important to take a break or spend time away from the screen rather than be constantly engaged and waiting on your notifications. I think for me, these are the habits that have worked for me. Since work and personal life are now on social media, and it's hard to create and draw those boundaries. So definitely for me, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed by inquiries, emails for long-term projects, and WhatsApp group messages when it's all on one device, especially in Southeast Asia, where WhatsApp with constant notifications is the way we all communicate. So these are the habits that have worked for me in the long term. The first would be that while it's easier said than done, but limiting screen time and having a cut-off time when you go to bed. to not be on the screen. A recent term is turning, say, your phone into a dumb phone, so limiting notifications, apps, and colorful distractions. That could be in the form of turning it into grayscale, or actively putting a night mode feature where all the colors become warmer before you go to bed. Another method is setting a timer for app usage. For me, it really works well. You just set the timer for 1 hour, for example, for the social media apps. Next is to find activities outside that limit or reduce your screen time. For me, Brunei has ample places to walk outside and exercise when it's not 30 degrees outside. So it's important that I take this opportunity to listen to music or podcasts without those distractions on my phone, those notifications. And finally, is to build relationships outside of social media. While social media is integral to how to keep ties and see what's happening in the world, not just online interactions, but through the one-on-one interactions you build with people around you. So if it's coffee shops or events in parks, if it's remotely, through those Zoom sessions, those team sessions, those WhatsApp video calls, those notifications can wait. So those are some things I would like to share concerning navigating social media and how to deal and identify burnout.